When people think of sharks, they usually picture the great white, fast, powerful, and terrifying enough on its own. But what if I told you that the great white is actually small when compared to the largest shark that ever lived? A shark so massive that it could bite a car in half. A shark so powerful that it ruled the oceans for millions of years without any competition. This wasn't a movie creature. This wasn't a legend. This was Megalodon, the largest monster shark to ever exist. Megalodon wasn't just bigger than modern sharks, it completely redefined what a shark could be. It was the ultimate ocean predator, sitting at the very top of the food chain. Nothing hunted it, nothing challenged it. If Megalodon was nearby, every other creature in the water was potential prey. Today we're diving deep into the story of this prehistoric giant, how big it truly was, how it hunted, what it ate, and why even something this powerful eventually disappeared. To understand Megalodon, we need to go back over 20 million years, to a time when Earth's oceans were warmer, deeper, and filled with massive marine life. Megalodon first appeared during the Miocene epoch and survived for millions of years before going extinct around 3.6 million years ago. That's a longer reign than most apex predators ever get. During this time, the oceans were packed with large whales, ancient dolphins, sea cows, seals, and giant fish. This wasn't a calm underwater world, it was violent, competitive, and dangerous. And Megalodon didn't just survive in it, it dominated it. So how big was Megalodon really? Scientists estimate that Megalodon reached lengths of 50 to 60 feet, possibly even more in extreme cases. That's nearly 3 times the length of a great white shark. In terms of weight, Megalodon may have weighed 50 to 70 tons, making it one of the largest predators to ever exist, in the ocean or on land. But size alone doesn't explain why Megalodon was so terrifying. Its jaws were enormous, stretching wide enough to swallow a human whole without even biting down. Inside those jaws were rows of massive, thick teeth, some over 7 inches long. These teeth weren't thin or needle-like. They were wide, sharp, and built for crushing bone. In fact, Megalodon had the strongest bite force of any animal ever studied. Scientists estimate its bite force ranged between 108,000 and 182,000 newtons, far stronger than a great white shark and stronger than most dinosaurs. When Megalodon bit something, it didn't just wound it, it destroyed it. Recent studies suggest Megalodon may have had partial warm-blooded traits known as regional endothermy. This means it could keep parts of its body, especially its muscles and brain, warmer than the surrounding water. This adaptation would have made Megalodon faster, more alert, and capable of hunting efficiently across a wider range of depths and temperatures than fully cold-blooded sharks. Evidence for this comes from isotope analysis of fossilized teeth, which indicates body temperatures higher than ambient seawater. This physiological advantage may explain how Megalodon sustained such extreme size while remaining an active, high-energy predator. So, what did a monster like this eat? Megalodon's favorite meals were large whales. Fossil evidence shows whale bones with deep bite marks that perfectly match Megalodon teeth. Some of these bones even show signs of healing, meaning whales survived attacks, proof that Megalodon actively hunted them, not just scavenged. Instead of attacking like modern sharks, Megalodon likely used a brutal but effective strategy. It targeted the fins and tail of whales first, crippling them so they couldn't swim away. Once the prey was helpless, Megalodon would deliver massive bites to the chest and rib area, crushing bones and hitting vital organs. This hunting method required intelligence, strength, and experience, traits Megalodon clearly had, and Megalodon wasn't picky. Its diet likely included dolphins, seals, sea cows, giant fish, and even other sharks. If it lived in the ocean and was large enough to provide energy, Megalodon saw it as food. One reason Megalodon grew so large was the warm ocean temperatures of its time. Like modern sharks, Megalodon relied heavily on environmental conditions. Warm water supported more marine life, especially large whales, which provided the massive food supply needed to sustain a predator of that size. Megalodon also had an efficient metabolism for its role. It didn't need to eat every day. A single successful hunt could fuel it for weeks. This made it incredibly efficient and nearly unstoppable. But Megalodon wasn't everywhere. Fossils show that it preferred coastal waters, especially shallow seas, where whales gave birth and young calves stayed close to shore. These areas acted like hunting grounds. Baby whales were easier targets, and Megalodon took full advantage of that. Interestingly, scientists believe Megalodon may have used nursery areas, safe, shallow waters where young megalodons could grow with less risk from other predators. This behavior is still seen in modern sharks today, showing how advanced Megalodon's life cycle likely was. Now, here's the big question everyone asks. Why did Megalodon go extinct? For a creature that powerful, extinction seems impossible. But even the greatest predators depend on balance. Around 3 to 4 million years ago, Earth's climate began to change. Ocean temperatures dropped, ice ages started forming, sea levels fell. These changes had massive effects on marine life. Many large whale species either went extinct or migrated to colder waters. Smaller, faster whales became more common. This was bad news for Megalodon. At the same time, new predators appeared, including early great white sharks. These sharks were smaller, faster, and more adaptable. They could survive in colder waters and hunt smaller prey more efficiently. Megalodon, on the other hand, needed huge amounts of food and warm water to survive. As its prey declined and its environment changed, Megalodon struggled. Young megalodons were especially vulnerable, competing with faster sharks for food. Eventually, the balance tipped. Megalodon didn't disappear overnight. Its population slowly declined as food sources became scarce and competition increased. By about 3.6 million years ago, the last megalodon had vanished from the oceans. Despite its extinction, Megalodon left behind one incredible legacy: its teeth. Because shark skeletons are made of cartilage, they rarely fossilize, but teeth are different. Megalodon teeth are found all over the world, from beaches to deep-sea sediments. These teeth are the main reason we know so much about this shark today. Some people even find Megalodon teeth while casually walking along the beach, a reminder that this monster once ruled the very same oceans we swim in today. It's important to clear up one popular myth. Megalodon is not still alive. There is no scientific evidence supporting that idea. The ocean is vast, yes, but a predator of that size would leave clear signs, fresh teeth, recent bite marks, and massive prey remains. None have ever been found. Megalodon is extinct, and the fossil record clearly supports that. Still, its story continues to fascinate us. Megalodon represents the absolute peak of ocean predators. It shows how powerful evolution can be when conditions are right. It also reminds us that no matter how dominant a species becomes, survival is never guaranteed when the environment changes. Another fascinating detail about Megalodon is how scientists used its teeth to estimate its body size. By studying the size, thickness, and shape of Megalodon teeth and comparing them to modern sharks, researchers were able to calculate how large the rest of its body must have been. These teeth weren't just large, they were designed to handle extreme pressure, which explains how Megalodon could crush thick whale bones without damaging its jaws. Some teeth show signs of wear and breakage, proving that this shark regularly bit into hard material, not just soft flesh. Megalodon teeth have been found on almost every continent, showing that this shark had a truly global range. It wasn't limited to one ocean or region. This wide distribution tells us Megalodon was highly successful and adaptable for millions of years, making its eventual extinction even more remarkable and mysterious. Today's great white sharks are impressive, but they are only a shadow of what once existed. Megalodon was larger, stronger, and more destructive than anything swimming today. A true monster of the deep. So the next time you look out at the ocean and feel a chill thinking about what might be below the surface, remember this. The scariest shark to ever exist isn't down there anymore, but it once was. And when Megalodon ruled the seas, nothing swam without fear.